Hi all, today I gonna introduce to y'all an angular momentum. In linear motion, you studied linear momentum. In rotational motion, angular momentum is analogous to linear momentum in translational motion. Figure shows a particle of mass m1 in a rigid body at a distance r1 from the axis of rotation. When the rigid body rotates with an angular velocity omega, the linear velocity of m1 is v1 equals to r1 omega. You can have a look here. v1 equals to r1 omega. I mean the product of r1 and omega. The linear momentum of m1 is p1 equals to the product of m1 and v1. So we will take v1 as r1 times omega. You will be able to get m1, r1 and omega. The product of m1, r1 and omega. So the angular momentum of the particle of mass m1 about the axis of rotation is equals to r1 p1. You can follow the series, and finally you will get m1 r1 square times omega. By using the series of mathematics, finally we can define angular momentum as product of moment of inertia and angular velocity. So hope you all can understand this section. Define angular momentum. Angular momentum is the product between the radius r of rotation with linear momentum p. Or you can define all symbols by using this method. The cross product showing that angular momentum is a vector quantity, or it is about product of moment of inertia and angular velocity, or you can define by using this formula where you have to define all symbols. The unit for angular momentum is kilogram meter squared per second, and it is a vector quantity. Thank you for watching this video. Will be continue soon about principle of conservation of angular momentum. Thanks a lot, and thank you to the Lord.